What's good, lunatics? So if you're thinking about picking up the Nintendo Switch Lite for someone who is under the age of 10, this is the video for you. I'm basically gonna run down through a bunch of games that I feel like would be perfect for a kid under the age of 10 on the Nintendo Switch Lite. And because these games that I'm choosing are geared toward kids, I had to take into consideration the rating of the game itself. So every single game that I'm talking about here today is rated E for everyone, meaning there's nothing in the game that'll make a parent concerned. If it's rated E10 plus or anything above that, it's not gonna be in this specific list. So let me go ahead and give some honorable mentions. These are games that did not make my cut for whatever specific reason, but they are fantastic games that you should be considering if you're purchasing a Nintendo Switch Lite. Sonic Mania Plus, if you want your kid to enjoy some of that classic Sonic feel, you want to introduce them to the nostalgia that maybe you grew up on, Sonic Mania Plus is great for that. You got Tetris 99, a fantastic puzzle game. If your kid's into puzzle games, if you want them to get into puzzle games, I think this is a great place to start. Also, I gotta mention Rocket League, a fantastic multiplayer online action game that's been out for a while now. It's still a very, very fun game that a lot of people still play. And then there's Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Classic franchise based off of the Pokemon Yellow game that came out way back in the days. Maybe you played it, maybe you didn't, but it's a fantastic introduction into the world of Pokemon. But yeah, also here's my question today to you guys. What are some games that you would recommend for the Nintendo Switch Lite that I do not mention on this list? So watch this whole video, see what you see here, and let me know in the comments below what games do you recommend that I may not have spoken about. The games I'm going to talk about a little bit more here in my list are games that I recommend above even those honorable mentions. Starting off with literally the most popular game on the Nintendo Switch, the best-selling game on the Nintendo Switch thus far, that is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This is pretty much a must-have on any Nintendo Switch. It's like the de facto game. You have to have it. It's a fantastic racing game featuring a slew of characters from Nintendo franchises including Mario, The Legend of Zelda, Splatoon, Donkey Kong, and Animal Crossing. It features all of the DLC from the original Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, plus the upgraded graphics, because you know it's on a brand new system, additional characters, and a slew of a bunch of new gameplay options. There's a reason why it is the best-selling game on the Nintendo Switch, not just because it's Mario Kart, but because it's actually a really, really dope game. I definitely think it's like a game that every kid should have, like, period. Get this game. Another game you should check out is Shovel Knight Treasure Trove. This is a fantastic 2D side-scrolling platform game which originally started as a Kickstarter campaign. Treasure Trove is basically a collection of the 3 different campaigns that were released for Shovel Knight. That's Shovel of Hope, Plague of Shadows, and Spectre of Torment. It's got this dope 8-bit graphical style, and basically you play as Shovel Knight collecting treasures and fighting against the Order of No Quarter using your trusty shovel. A lot of us have those games as a kid we played and we were like, wow, that game was really, really fun, but it was tough as hell. Shovel Knight Treasure Trove is probably going to be that memory for them. I definitely recommend it. Another game I recommend everybody pick up is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Like, come on, this is just a classic franchise and honestly one of the best games in the franchise, period. It's a side-scrolling action game just like the classic DK games. I personally love the art style, and the game provides a challenge unlike many other Donkey Kong games before it. It definitely progressively becomes a far more challenging game, but what's dope is for kids who may find the challenge as a bit too much, there is like this funky mode. It's basically like an easy mode, giving you more hit points, allowing you to take an extra jump, stand on spikes, and breathe underwater. Funky mode is definitely a mode that'll hold your kid's hand through it if they need that little bit of extra support. I think the game is a must-have in my book. Classic franchise, like I said. Link to this game and link to all the games are in the description below as well. And another game I recommend is this game called Cadence of Hyrule, Crypt of the Necro Dancer, featuring The Legend of Zelda. I think I got that right. It's a lot of names, but it's easily one of my favorite games I've played on the Switch this year. It's a unique take on The Legend of Zelda that has you moving to the beat of music. It provides a challenge that, you know, it has a bit of a learning curve in the beginning, but it's one that shouldn't be too daunting for a kid. You get to play as Zelda or Link, and you go on an adventure to try and save Hyrule and help your ally Cadence find her way back to her world. It's one of the few times that Nintendo has allowed an indie developer to create a game using their IP, and Cadence of Hyrule is a wonderful game that fans of adventure games will absolutely love. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Also, definitely check out New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Now, this game originally came out on the Wii U and is one of the best side-scrolling Mario games ever. As usual, you play as Mario and you have to rescue Princess Peach from Bowser. On the way, you face a slew of enemies in 7 different worlds. In this deluxe version for the Nintendo Switch, not only do you have upgraded graphics because it originally came out on the Wii U, but you get to play as Toadette and you get the new Super Luigi U new campaign where you can play as Luigi. It's a great game to introduce kids to side-scrolling Mario games. Some of you may have grown up playing those side-scrolling Mario games. I recommend it. And I definitely have to put Captain Toad Treasure Tracker on my list as well. It was one of my favorite games to kill time with. It's a super fun puzzle/action game that has you navigating a ton of small bite-sized levels trying to collect coins, diamonds, complete challenges, and take out enemies. There are different chapters that have you playing as Toad or Toadette, rescuing each other from Wingo. And in each chapter, there are dozens and dozens of levels to explore. And because the levels are small and brief, it's like a perfect game for a kid to enjoy on a bus ride, during lunch, on a road trip, or in like a short play session after they finish schoolwork. We're talking about at least like 50 hours worth of gameplay here. It's a game I'm glad I didn't miss out on, so I definitely recommend it as a de facto game for everybody else as well. I think it's great. Another game I think kids will enjoy is Yoshi's Crafted World. This is another side-scrolling platform game where you play as Yoshi, collecting gems from the Sun Dream Stone that have been lost throughout the world thanks to Baby Bowser and Kamek. It's a really cute game visually with an art style that little kids may be drawn to, but beyond that, it's actually a pretty good game too. You're Yoshi, of course, so it's the standard fare of any enemies, turning them into eggs and tossing those eggs at your enemies. If you're looking for a platforming game that won't get too difficult for a kid, I definitely look in this direction. It's a relatively simple game, but it's a super fun game as well. And a game you should definitely not be overlooking is Super Mario Maker 2. This I think is a must-have game as well. This is a game where basically you get to create your own 2D side-scrolling Mario game. You get to build and design your own levels, and you get to play other people's levels as well. There are millions, literally millions of levels for kids to play. We're talking about levels that are super simple and super fun to enjoy, to levels that are almost impossible to complete. It's gonna provide your kid a challenge. It's gonna test their creativity, test their ingenuity. It's an all-around great pick for any kid, and I think is a must-have for every kid. And you may have noticed there are a few games that I really didn't talk about at all. A few big titles on the Nintendo Switch that people absolutely love. We're talking about like The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Odyssey, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and Splatoon 2. All of these games I did not mention, I did not put on my list, and it's for a specific reason. It's because they're not rated E for everyone. They are all rated E10+. And as I said, I wanted this list to contain only games that are rated E. Now, while I personally think these games are great for everybody and everybody can enjoy them, ESRB has determined something differently, and you obviously, as a person buying a game for a kid, have to make that determination and decision yourself as well, whether or not you think these games are proper and suitable for a kid that's under 10 years old. That's your decision to make. Again, I think they're great games. I think they're fantastic games. I personally wouldn't have a problem with anyone of any age playing them, but that's your job. It's your job to figure that part out. And while all the games I recommended are fantastic games, there are also some games coming out soon on the Nintendo Switch Lite. Coming out on the same day as the Nintendo Switch Lite is Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. This is a remake of the classic Link's Awakening game, which was a fantastic game. Now they pretty much remade it completely. It looks absolutely gorgeous. The art style is amazing. I can't wait to play this game. And another game coming out on September 27th is Ori and the Blind Forest. This is a game that was originally exclusive to the Xbox One. It wasn't available on any other console, and it's a game that was rated one of the best games on the Xbox One. It is a fantastic game that I think everybody should play. And I can't not mention Luigi's Mansion 3, which is coming out on October 31st. This is the perfect Halloween game to get for a kid. It's a game I'm definitely gonna be playing as well. If you haven't played, or if you aren't aware of the original Luigi's Mansion, basically Luigi is inside a big haunted castle and he's got to defeat ghosts and enemies and all this type of stuff. It's like Ghostbusters meets Luigi. It is a fantastic franchise, and I fully expect Luigi's Mansion 3 to be fantastic as well. And of course, Pokemon Sword and Shield. Brand new games in the Pokemon franchise that have you exploring this wide, vast open world as a Pokemon trainer. And of course, you got brand new Pokemon to capture, a whole new story to enjoy. And I am 100% absolutely looking forward to this game. Pretty much as you see, there are a ton of options out here for games that you can purchase a kid for the Nintendo Switch Lite. Games that'll work perfectly on this console that you can't dock. So don't let that hold you back from buying one. It's a console that I think is gonna be amazing. This month I'm giving away a free copy of Harvest Moon Light of Hope, the special edition for the Nintendo Switch. All thanks to my homie Destiny Fomo. Check her out at the link in the description. And all you have to do to enter for a chance to win is to answer the question of the day in the comment section below, and head on over to tuanx.com and join the Lunatics, because that's the only way you're gonna find out if you won. You also get a discount code for a t-shirt and whatnot, which is also pretty cool. Winner is announced on October 1st. Links to everything are in the description below. And remember to stay crazy.